Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 1. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Listen, y'all, my show is back. Hey, ladies, I am so happy to have the doctors back. The doctors in Quad and Sweet Tea. So when the episode first opens up, we see, as usual, a montage of the doctors doing their thing. We see Phaedra with Mr. President Dylan. We see Toya and Eugene being nasty. She was asking him, she was like, "You want something to eat?" He said, "Oh, I just got done eating." I said, "Ooh." I do not want to think about Toya and Eugene. Do you hear me? I do not want to think about it. Over at Dr. Simone's house, Cecil is down in that basement, because y'all know that's where he does his best thinking. Down in that basement making drinks. So they're talking about the 30th anniversary or the 35th anniversary of them graduating from Spelman and Morehouse. So they're bringing back the Freak Nik. Okay, because we sure saw y'all on that documentary, honey. So let's just get into it if we're going to get into it. They're going over the drink list first. Cecil asks, who all's invited? Who all going to be there? And Simone said, well, you know everybody that I keep in touch with. He said, so what about Quad? It's a no. Over at Quad's house, Dr. Heavenly is visiting, dropping stuff off, all in the driveway, child, dropping the vases and the water splashing out. I was like, oh, Lord, leave it up to Heavenly. She came with flowers for Quad. So Quad is talking about how everybody wanted her to apologize, but the only person that has spoken to her since then is Heavenly. And she said that Heavenly admitted that she was wrong. Now, this is just my opinion. Heavenly ain't slick. Now, I like Dr. Heavenly. I like Dr. Heavenly. But I feel like the little plan that they pulled and that stunt that they pulled last season, it didn't go as planned. There was major backlash. And Dr. Heavenly had to feel it every week because she was over there being shady in that closet with Carlos King. So I think that she rethought what she did and was like, wait a minute now. Y'all ain't finna tarnish my brand, honey, and my money. So I'm going to go on here and apologize to Quad. But I mean, at least she apologized, I guess. So they're talking about Simone and that mess that she pulled at the reunion. Remember when she was talking about the sensitive incident that took place at Quad's home at the reunion? Oh, Lord. Back over with Simone. She is still talking about Quad didn't reach out to me. After New York, she didn't reach out to me. Quad was listening to the social media comments and she just went dark. So I went dark too and I stopped talking to her. Girl, please. It's the same old song and dance every single season premiere. Ma'am, hang it up. Get a new shtick. It's not working. She is not the only one that has to reach out to you. The phone works both ways. So Cecil wants to know, how can you keep forgiving Heavenly and not Quad? Okay, because Heavenly has done some hellishly things to you and you have forgiven her. She said, because I can spend time with Heavenly. Doctor, now paging Dr. Simone. Girl, get real. Y'all season after season want friendship, but you don't want to be the first to make a move. Let's get some new material. Because if the only reason you're forgiving Heavenly all the time is because she's reaching out, what do you want from Quad? I think Dr. Simone sees Quad as this cool girl about town and she really wants to be involved with that. So she feels kind of left out. You know, it's kind of giving, even though the ages are reversed, it's giving that Quad is the older sister and she's the cool sister. And then you have the little sister that will be Simone and she wants to tag along and do all the cool things. But the big sister will never invite her. So therefore, and thus and such, it's always an issue. Do you want to be involved and do you want to hang out with the cool girls? Is that what's going on, honey? Because I'm not understanding. Back over with Heavenly and Quad, Heavenly ended up apologizing and she said that she really felt like what they did last season was wrong. And so Quad said, you know, people can say whatever they want to say about you, but you do stop, sit and reflect on what you did. So then Heavenly said, you know, I apologize all the time and I don't mean it, but this time I do. Okay, Heavenly, we shall see. Moving forward. In the next scene, Sweet Tea and Gregory are on their way to Phaedra High Class Park's home, honey. They're still working on having a baby. So they get to Phaedra's house to do some swimming lessons with Phaedra's boys. Not y'all done brought Sweet Tea over here for a play date. Not her hanging with her age group, child. I'm not finna play with y'all. Baby, the way that they kept showing Sweet Tea in that damn pool while Phaedra was talking to the adults, child, that was so funny to me. And baby, when Phaedra stepped out that door, I say, ooh, honey, Phaedra is thicker than cold grits. Baby, that lady knows she thick. Do you hear me? Now, she ain't my favorite, but the girl is fine. Moving forward. So Phaedra's in the pool for a few minutes trying to teach her how to float while Greg heckles her. I was like, I wish he would shut up. Sir, please hush. Oh, don't float, don't fall. Don't. I'm like, be quiet. Listen, getting in water makes me hyperventilate. So I could not deal with somebody heckling me, namely the man I sleep with, from the sidelines. Sir, if you don't shut up. So then Phaedra got out of the pool and she left her in there with her son to go talk to Greg. Sweet Tea, girl, you better watch him. Okay, and Phaedra walking around big and fine too. You remember what he said at that reunion. That's really his pick, and you ain't heard it from me. So then Phaedra's asking him about how he felt about what Heavenly said. And Greg said, you know, he didn't feel like Sweet Tea did anything wrong to warrant her saying that. And she was going at her over and over again. Heavenly was going a little too hard at Sweet Tea. Now, I understand that there always has to be some kind of conflict to keep the show interesting. But it was borderline bullying. And she really was really green last season. And so she didn't really know. And Heavenly, you had more of a platform and more of a voice. So it really wasn't cool. She said that Heavenly hits below the belt when she's trying to win a fight. You know what? This is really rich coming from you. Talking about people hit below the belt when they try to win a fight. Season 9 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Anyone? Girl. Anyway, you would know. And you would also know about being held accountable. And nobody really holds her accountable. Your fans have not held you accountable yet. Phaedra. Okay? Really and truly, Heavenly is just as bad as some of y'all. Let's be real. And not Phaedra coming to bring the medical facts. Do you know? Everybody knows that there are 521 black people in medical school right now. So we got to protect you at all costs. I said, honey, Phaedra said, I ain't bringing a man, but I'll bring a medical minute. Child, when I heard Phaedra quote that 521, I say, baby, Phaedra crazy, child. This is a mess. Moving forward. In the next scene, Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon are having Cecil and Simone over for dinner. Simone and Heavenly acting like they BFFs, child. Let's see how long this lasts. Oh, we're both wearing white. Oh, my God. I'm so happy to see you, girl. So they got the hibachi set up. They're having a nice dinner. And then Cecil brings up Sweet Tea. Baby, not Cecil producing the scene. Let me tell you something. Cecil needs to be in the opening credits. Now, Paige and Cecil, the fixer, Dr. Simone, that's your husband. Because, baby, the way that Cecil was moving story along, he said, listen, we all got to keep a check. I ain't sold a house in a minute. No, I'm just kidding, Cecil. I'm just kidding. But Cecil was like, look, what about Sweet Tea, honey? He said he going to produce this thing. Heavenly said that Sweet Tea messed with her man, so she messed with her. Listen, Heavenly, y'all sat up there on that YouTube and bullied that lady week after week. And you talked about her eggs being on a vision board. She was just returning service. If you sit and talk about the most sensitive and delicate thing that I am going through and take jabs at me, then I'm going to come back with it. Both of y'all were wrong. You were wrong for saying what you said about her eggs over there with Carlos King, a man at that. You should know better. And she was absolutely wrong for mentioning anything about your deceased mother. She was wrong. Now, some people do that whole, well, once you say this, all the gloves are off. I still don't play like that. You don't talk about anybody's deceased parents, deceased family members, deceased people in their lives, period. Both of y'all was wrong, but Heavenly, you started it. Okay? You started it. Heavenly did say that she went too far, so she understood that she did the wrong thing. Then she brings up Simone apologizing to Quad. She was like, don't do any BS, just apologize to her because, we were wrong. So then Simone finally realizes that she owes Quad an apology. But she's trying to justify it by saying, well, I said that, and then 2 seconds later, she was in my dressing room. Simone, no accountability Whitmore. So they're trying to convince her that that's just how Quad is. She could be hurting, she could be upset, and she's still going to be in your face. Quad, if that's really how you are, baby, you need to stop doing that. Because when somebody pisses me off, baby, you're done. Honey, I act like I don't even know you. And sometimes you got to treat a person like that for them to understand that they crossed a boundary. I'm not saying hold a grudge like Simone is doing, but you got to teach people how to treat you. The way you be hemming and hawing and talking, girl, I know you know better. Moving forward. So we know Cecil gonna defend everybody but Simone. Y'all remember that female friend that almost caused them to have a divorce? So baby, he is defending Quad down. Simone said, hey, Quad defender. Okay, the Quad representative, could you please be quiet? I said, oh, you gonna sleep on the couch tonight. He love him some Quad. Do you hear me? He said in the confessional, because he got his own single confessional, he said he ended up inviting Quad to the Whitnick, because that's what they're going to call it, the Whitnick. He invited Quad to the Whitnick secretly without Simone knowing. Cecil does this often. Y'all remember when Simone and Toya were getting into it? These are for my day one Married to Medicine watchers. Y'all remember when Simone and Toya couldn't stand each other? And Cecil and Eugene got them to go to Top Golf. And Simone was pissed. Don't be putting me around people that I don't like. She was hollering. Oh, she was so pissed, honey. She didn't want nothing to do with Toya. And now she run up behind Toya and do everything she tell her to do. Child, ain't that a fool? But you can't forgive Quad. Okay, girl. But Cecil is known for that. He is known for making sure that Simone does the right thing. Okay, she need that. And I know this is a show, but Cecil, I'm speaking directly to you. My husband better not ever play Parent Trap with a heifer I can't stand. Don't do that. If I don't fool with that heifer, you don't fool with that heifer. But Cecil, I know you got to talk some sense into Simone, because she going to get to talking all loud with that megaphone in her throat. And she got her PhD in grudge holding. So therefore, and thus and such, you got to help her out a little bit. But they were just trying to get her to see that she needs to apologize. In the next scene, it's the day of the Whitnick. They're getting everything set up, and they're talking to the event planner, trying to make sure that everything is what it should be. Finally, some party planners that know how to put together a party. Because if you watch any franchise on Bravo that is out of Atlanta, those party planners are always acting a fool, especially on Housewives of Atlanta. It seems like the better party planners show up for Married to Medicine. I don't know if they respect them more or what. But when they go over to Atlanta, we get, who gonna check me, boo? That's what you get over there. Over here, you get Whitnick. Baby, I was so excited looking at this. I said, oh, I want to go so bad, honey. So then we see everybody getting ready for the party. We see Toya and Phaedra, and they're getting ready. Phaedra says she never got a chance to go to Freak Nik. She was at Bible study. She didn't get to go. She said, I was a Southern belle. I couldn't go to no Freak Nik. Then we see Dr. Jackie and Heavenly, and they're getting ready. They're trying on wigs, trying to find a look. And she said that she was working even then. Dr. Jackie ain't never had no fun. I don't know when she was able to meet Curtis. I really don't, honey. He must have came to the ER with another woman that was pregnant or something, because she never has a moment to ever have fun. She said she was doing her residency and she couldn't go to Freak Nik. I said, say, what now? Heavenly, you gonna get this wig out of here, and you done chose that Baps wig when you clowned Quad saying that she was dressed like Baps at the reunion. And child, y'all funny. Y'all are really funny. Dr. Damon was dressed like Damon. Hey, sir. Dr. Damon said, I'm going to put on my Dr. Damon uniform. Now, Dr. Damon was telling us that he didn't go to Freak Nik, and Heavenly said she did. Heavenly said, look, I went to Freak Nik and had a good old time. I wish I was there, baby. When I tell y'all I wish I was there, Simone and Cecil pulled up in the lowrider with the hydraulics. Man, I love being black. I love being black. How can y'all not? We are just everything. Our zhuzh is just everything. And Cecil, you look like you used to be outside. When Cecil stepped out of that lowrider, I said, okay, Cecil, I see you. I see you. So the party is starting, it's jumping. Toya, Eugene, and Phaedra pull up. Everybody looking good. But Toya, I didn't like your little outfit. You normally do better than that. This is not giving Freak Nik. This is giving taking the boys to the park. I said, what do you got on, child? And baby, when Phaedra got out of that car, and she had them booty shorts on, and they was kind of cut a little bit, and she had some real thigh-high boots on, Dr. Jackie said, don't stand in front of my man. She did. She said, girl, don't stand in front of my husband. I said, I'm just happy he not in the DR. Nice to have you with us, sir. Okay, nice to have you with us. But I must say, Sweet Tea and Dr. Greg and Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott, when they rolled up, I said, Sweet Tea, you did that entrance. Because that was giving straight 90s Freak Nik vibes. That's exactly how they used to be. Backing that thing up as they was pulling in. I said, baby, everybody looking good. I love it. I love to see it. They were not expecting Dr. Contessa. When she got out, I said, ooh, Sweet Tea done brought back up. Heavenly talking about, maybe they gonna take turns whooping my ass. I don't know. Maybe they are. Because we know Contessa like to fight, child. And we ain't seen her since her and Scott left after y'all was attacking them, child, according to her. And as I'm watching this, I was just thinking, I was in middle school during the height of Freak Nik. But now I want to throw a party just like this one because I want to get to experience it. It's not the same, but still. Now, I did go to the Kappa Beach party. Now, if you're from Houston, if you know, you know. And baby, your time was had. I shouldn't even been out there. When I tell y'all I was out there just living on the edge, child, I would never let my son go to no damn Kappa Beach party. Child, that was a time to be alive. Do you hear me? Moving forward. Baby Contessa was speaking to everybody. Hey, y'all. And Dr. Heavenly was running. When I tell you she was giving her Chris Brown, let me see if you can run it, run it. I said, Heavenly, why are you scurrying around this party? Now, she did eventually speak, though. She ran up and hugged her neck because she already knew Contessa was going to say something. Contessa said, oh, I ain't forgot. Maybe she's hugging me because I'm in costume and she doesn't realize that it's me. Not you hugging me. Heavenly, the North remembers. Okay? She said, look, don't think I forgot. Over on the other side, Greg and Dr. Damon are awkwardly speaking because, you know, their wives are at odds, so they don't really want to speak to each other or, you know, really. So then Greg is still upset, but Dr. Damon, he was like, look, I just want peace. This is how you do a cast party and have fun. So Simone gets up to speak her speech about them graduating in 1989. 89? I was in elementary school. Say what now? So she gets up and she's getting ready to speak her speech. But what I want to know is, why did y'all give her a mic? She got a megaphone and a fork. She don't need no dang on mic. She gets up there and in rolls Quad in her lowrider. Late in everything. Baby, she was hanging all out the window. Hey, y'all, what the people say? The way in which I holler, I said, Quad, now you know dang on well you wrong for rolling up in here late like that and then making a grand entrance at someone else's party. Baby Simone up there talking about, I see we have an uninvited guest. Girl, unbeknownst to you, your husband invited her, okay? She ain't uninvited. So now she over there mad, fuming because Quad is in the building. Meanwhile, Cecil done ran up and hugged Quad and they rocking from side to side. Ooh, wee, honey. I know Simone 38 hot. I know this is a show. And again, I'm going to say this. Cecil, if you were my husband, when I got home, I would cuss you smooth out. You don't choose nobody over me. I don't give a damn who they are. That's just not going to work for me. So the party's going, right? Everybody done apologized to Quad except Simone. Simone says Dr. Jackie and Dr. Heavenly didn't like the backlash that they were getting. So that's why they went ahead and apologized. But she don't care. She does not care what any of these strangers have to say about her. Simone, it's not about that. Y'all were wrong. And you were very wrong for bringing up something so personal. Just take accountability on it. Even Toya said, you know, we cool because Quad apologized to me and she apologized to Eugene. So we good. Simone is the only one still holding on to the grudges when she's clearly the one in the wrong. Been in the wrong since season 4. I know a lot of people don't like Quad and I'm not quite sure why. I think it's that Mariah versus Quad thing. But Simone has been wrong since season 4. Go back and watch. Start with season 4 and then come back to the review and let me know how you feel about it. Now, she did speak to her, though. Now, Quad, this is what I didn't like. You said you spoke to her, but the only reason why you're there is because Cecil invited you. Do you want to move forward with Simone or you don't? Because y'all are giving kind of the same energy and y'all getting on my nerves. So now it's time for the entertainment portion. Another franchise with a lack of musical talent. MC Scott done rocked the mic. Baby, this is a night of music. Do you hear me? First, it was Ashley over on Potomac. Now we got Dr. Scott over here doing his Dr. Seuss rhymes, and it's just too much, y'all. Y'all should take this show on the road, you and Ashley. Y'all think y'all could do it? Y'all think y'all can sell some tickets? Y'all got to start hiding the mics. Y'all got to hide the mics like Cynthia Mama hid that marriage license over there on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all got to hide the mics because it just don't make no damn sense. Scott wrapped us out his last season on the show, and he's wrapping his way back in season 11. Welcome back, child, I guess. Moving forward. So they're partying, having a good old time. Contessa is talking to Sweet Tea, asking her if she's okay. So Sweet Tea said, yeah, I feel like Heavenly should approach me, especially with an apology. So then she goes up to Dr. Damon to try to tell him why she did what she did. Meanwhile, Heavenly been taking sips out of them 40s. So she's screaming throughout the party, Damon? Child is giving low down dirty shame. Damon, where my man at? So she walking around the party trying to find Dr. Damon. So she goes over there where Sweet Tea is talking, and she's like, should nobody be talking to my husband without me being present? So Sweet Tea was trying to explain to him that she never said that he was cheating. She just repeated what Heavenly said. No, Sweet Tea, you definitely said that he was cheating. Okay. So then Greg stepped in and he told him, Dr. Damon that is, that he was upset because he knows him for real. And he wasn't looking for him to vouch for him, but he was looking for him to step in as his friend. Now, I'm going to say this. You never really know what anybody is capable of. So that's really not fair. I mean, people know you to a certain extent, but anyone is capable of anything. I don't put nothing past nobody. Now, yes, I know your moral character and I feel like you're a good guy. But at the end of the day, I am not going to just be like, no, he would never. Because the ones that would never sometimes do. I'm just saying. So then Dr. Heavenly stepped in and Greg is saying that Heavenly was saying harsh things. And she said your wife was saying harsh things. So Sweet Tea is trying to talk and Dr. Heavenly starts telling her, I don't like the way you talking to me. You need to back up. So now they're going back and forth and back. Sweet Tea is getting close. Heavenly's getting loud. She doesn't like the way that she's talking. She tells her, you need to get your mama to talk to me. How about that? Tell your mama to talk to me. See, this is what I'm talking about. And see, Heavenly, you say things like that. And then if she were to turn around and say something to you, then she will be in the wrong. Leave her mama out of it. She a grown damn woman. Whatever she needs to say to you, she can say it to you. So then Damon is saying, well, if y'all got anything to say, just say it to me. No, they're not going to say it to you because we know you can't control Heavenly either. She going to say what she want to say and that mouth going to get to running and there's nothing that you or anybody else can do about it. Otherwise, it would have been done. Heavenly gone off that liquor. That's what this is. She's telling Sweet Tea that she need to get out of her face and now they go almost coming to blows. It's just a mess. Phaedra's trying to pull Sweet Tea over to the side, telling her this might not be the right time to talk. Sweet Tea is telling Phaedra, if she says one more disrespectful thing, I'm sending her a cease and desist. Girl, please. That is the nature of the beast. You signed up for this show, so you gonna get it every which way. Okay, this time it's just Heavenly. Next time it might be somebody else. A cease and desist don't mean a dang on thing in reality TV. So if you think that you sending her a cease and desist is going to change something, it is not. And Dr. Damon, no one is going to come to you and talk to you about Heavenly because we know that you're going to dismiss it. You all present a united front, as you should, because that is your wife, Cecil. You see how it's done? But at the same time, we know you don't have Cecil capabilities and you are not going to call Heavenly out. And if you do, she ain't going to listen. And that's just that on that. And that was the end of the episode. I thoroughly enjoyed Married to Medicine. I enjoy them every single season. I really do. They always deliver. And it's just a good show. It's a feel-good show. It makes me feel good. And I love watching it. So if y'all didn't see the episode, hopefully I broke it down for you. Don't forget to come back each and every week, okay? Because we're going to get into it as we get into it. Y'all comment down below and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.